Hi, viewers. I wanted to welcome you to Experts of Southern Nevada. Today, we've got Kevin Ghafouria, a principal broker at Keller Williams with me, and one of my longtime friends from way, way back in the Century 21 days in the 90s, and he's one of the most successful realtors in Las Vegas, an authority on all things real estate. So we welcome our viewers today to another segment of Experts of Southern Nevada. And we are everything real estate and everything encouragement for homeowners. If you need advice, we welcome you to give us a call or an email anytime. Kevin, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on short notice today.
Thank you so much.
You've been in real estate for a little while.
Oh, been about 25 years.
25.
Done it all from mortgage banking to owning a Century 21 franchise and having 150 agents, and now I'm exclusively working on the street trying to make it happen.
Yeah, doing it. And I know that years and years working with you and working with my mom at Century 21.
Yes.
Totally awesome realtor and really great a person helping people.
Right, that's when I started real estate about 25 years ago. I had a desk next to your mom.
Yeah, we got a little office right there in Money World.
And she was a great lady. She helped me a lot, and here we come 25 years later.
I know, but you don't look like you've aged at all. It's
well, yeah, trying to stay in shape.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we need to keep a spiritual and a physical health as well as financial.
Yes.
And it's a balance thing, isn't it, today's society?
Exactly. Real estate is fun, and it's very simple for me. I go by one philosophy: doing business by the golden rule. Do unto others what is done to you. So for every client, it's just like I'm doing it for myself. Work hard, try to get the best deal, try to be available, and I'm doing a good job, I think.
Yeah, I think you're doing a great job, and a lot of clients that can attest to that, and I'm sure you have a lot of testimonials. There's nothing like good referrals, and the peace of mind and the joy that we get being in the business as long as we have. I'm in my 35th year, and I think the thing that really motivates me is making people happy, and the people need to sell, and you just got them out so they can buy another home, a smaller home, or be closer to their grandkids, or those first-time home buyers. It's so exciting.
Right. Well, it's the most important investment anybody can make. There is nothing bigger than buying a real estate. And you as a broker and an agent, you have to be really focused and make sure that you take care of the most delicate investment that the people are going to make, and that's buying real estate.
Yeah, and I think with your coaching and guidance and handling the details and being attentive to the details can really give the people peace of mind.
Right.
And it is a big investment, so it can be a little nerve-wracking. Sometimes buyers get a little remorse, and sometimes we just have to have quick answers to their questions and keep them comfortable.
Well, buyers are is one of those things that is not. If you don't like it, you can, it's something that is very important to them, and we definitely focus on delivering a good situation that is a win-win, and we don't want them to be really nervous about it. We want to take it all in, and we want to be their shield, basically.
Yeah, be the protector and advisor and consultant.
Right, and if the deal is not right, we don't want to do it.
That's right. Yeah, that's very important. How do you see the real estate market right now? We're in the early 2014.
Well, market seems to me is very stabilizing, and we don't see as many short sale. We don't see as many as bank repo that we had 3-4 years ago. Prices are stabilizing right now, and is a good market for buyers and sellers both. Yeah. And it's a type of market that I think everybody can win right now.
Yeah, and win-win situations are, I guess, the art of our business. A lot of people don't understand our profession. We deal with engineers a lot, and they're used to doing everything in a scientific way and everything black and white. So I think you have to sometimes blend the art and the science of it, because we're dealing with personalities.
Right. Well, we deal with emotions. We have to deal with many different situations that, matter of fact, the other day I had this client in my office, and it was a husband and wife, and they had 2 kids, and they were talking about getting a divorce. Husband was moving to Arizona, and they wanted to sell their home here. And of course, I see the two kids, and we were talking, and they said, "You a believer?" I said, "Yes, I'm a believer." And they said, "Well, they used to be one." I said, "What happened?" I said, "We don't know. Just life took us." So I told them to get up, and they got up. I told them to put their back against each other. They put their back against each other. Then I said, turn around and looked at each other and said, "I got your back." And the people they were like, oh, they start crying.
Wow.
So they went outside. They came back after about 45 minutes, and they said, "Kevin, you just cost yourself a listing and a sale." I said, "No, I don't think so." So it was a pretty good feeling that you can advise people and you can help people to basically center themselves and operate from above more than operate with what's happening on earth.
Yeah, that's true. And the Lord gives us a certain discernment, a certain gift to help people, and I'm really honored, and that's why I had you on the show, because I know your ethics are without compromise at any level, and you've always been that way. And it's so important as professionals that people realize that we're people too. We have families, and we have wives, and we have marriages, and there's a lot of stress in today's world, and especially with the economic downturn that everybody's went through. So I think that is some of the most satisfying thing that I've ever done is lost a listing and help the family get stabilized.
Exactly. I think that's what it's all about, and eventually over time it pays off.
It really does. I had experience about the time we were working together, at least 25 years ago, and had a couple that wanted to get a divorce. And I encouraged them not to, because I didn't believe it. I think that, if you work at a marriage or anything in business or life, if you put into it and practice golden rule, in relationships as well, that good fruit will come from it. And it's a matter of commitment and having some faith.
Oh, definitely. I mean, many times I've done certain things that the reward was much greater, and even financially was much greater. So, I did a transaction for these folks that it was a short sale. The wife had a breast cancer, and I told her to, they're walking out of escrow with no money. So I said, you know what, just keep my commission. These people already have sent me probably 20 clients that I've done a transaction with. And every Christmas, they send me a 5 brand new $100 bill in a Christmas card. So that's the only Christmas card I'm anxious to open.
The gift that keeps giving, huh?
They send me $500 every year. It's been 9 years now. And they're doing well, she's well, and they're grateful.
I think people won't forget when people help one another and be kind to one another, and especially when people are vulnerable. We're more fragile than ever in today's world. There's a lot of lawlessness, a lot of violence, economic instability. So I think when you can really show the love, which you have and I have, and I know my mother, Frida, when she first taught me real estate on the first listing appointment I ever went on, I wasn't even a realtor then, a husband and wife were quarreling, and it was tense. There was a lot of harsh words. It was pretty heated. In the meantime, I'm in the living room waiting for her to get this listing done, feeling very uncomfortable. And there's a little girl sitting on the floor crying. I mean, her nose was running, her eyes were sobbing. And my mom said, "Listen, I don't care about, you guys can fight." The husband didn't want the wife to get anything. The wife didn't want the husband to get anything. She said, "Listen, lay down on the floor, right on the floor with the little girl, comfort her, God, snot and everything on her." And so she laid down with her on the floor at her level and said, "You wake up. This is what's important, this child. Take whatever money, stick it in an account for this child. When she's in school, when she's old enough, she can go to college. Put it away. But you wake up, because there's some bigger things going on than your differences." And my mom showed me at that point, and because Frida, she said, be real. College realtors, be real, and go in there with a heart and good intentions, and use your best effort to help them.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I said, doing business by the golden rule. Do unto others what will be done to you. If you can put that out there, you're going to do well. That's what I advise every agent of mine in all my training and teaching. I said, foremost is the customer client comes first, then your commission. Don't ever think about commission. Once you give service, commission comes.
That's right. Satisfaction. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and so yeah, it is so rewarding. And you know, after you've been in the business a long time, I know the checks come in, they're really great because we keep our business going, and
Right.
we can provide better service the more successful we are.
Right.
But I think the real success is how you touch people's life and how you impact people's lives. You know.
That's what it's about. And if you don't love people, you can't be in real estate.
That's right. That's right. That's a beautiful thing, you know. Where do you see the market? Say Las Vegas, you know, we've got Echelon, well now they call it, you know, the
Right.
Mandarin, but and then the Sahara's remodeled. They got that Ferris wheel opening up. Do you see a resurgence in the on Las Vegas Boulevard?
Well, yes, definitely. I'm seeing that. You know, our market, our demands, jobs. A lot of companies. I had a company came to town. They, you know, we sold to the president of the company and about 8 of the executives' homes. And there's a lot of, actually with this law that was just passed about, you know, the movies and the tax break they're going to give to all these people that they make movies.
Oh, the producers, yeah.
The producer, they're all coming to Vegas.
Wow.
And, you know, I have a couple of clients I'm working with right now. And, you know, we're doing the right thing in Nevada.
Yeah, yeah, they're looking out for us.
Right.
Yeah, and I love to see Las Vegas and you know, see the Ocean's 11. Whenever you see Las Vegas, if it's Ultimate Fighter, they always show Las Vegas. If it's the Running Rebels playing on TV,
Right.
they pan in.
Well, where else can you go? You mean you drive an hour out of here, you can go snow skiing. You go 20 minutes south, you can go water skiing.
Yeah.
You have the best entertainment, best restaurants. You can't do nothing but love Vegas.
I know we don't have that cold weather they have down there, even
No.
down south in the northwest. I'm getting more and more snowbirds coming out here. They've just got
Right.
frozen stiff. They're like penguins out there.
Right.
They're coming out every winter, and we're getting a lot of people from Canada.
Right, right. No, I have a lot of Canadian friends, and we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot of deals with the Canadians, yes.
Yeah, and the tax laws are so favorable. No inheritance tax. There's no corporate tax. So
No.
we're getting a lot of California people relocating their businesses out here and
Right,
creating jobs.
right,
And it's what, 4 hours to the beach?
That's exactly right. 4 hours to the beach.
I know. Thank God for that. What's a new way in real estate now? I mean,
Well, you know, being in the business for over 25 years and basically seen it all, you know, owning a franchise, done mortgage banking and all that. And, you know, one thing that it really came to my mind is what can I give back? And we came up with this new way of doing real estate that we're going to be introducing in the next couple of weeks. And it's going to change the face of real estate. And what it's going to do is going to have a lot of my agent busy, and we're going to do a lot for this community. Is almost like the way that it's set up is almost like a stimulus package, and it's a total win-win. And do you know what WIN stands for?
Win.
No, WIN stands for what is important now.
It's important now.
And what is important now is give back to the community that has took care of us for over 25 years. And that's how this business philosophy, actually, if you wanted me to tell you the whole truth is, Jesus says, give to receive. So we want to give a lot, and we're going to receive back.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, and it's a joy, and he loves a joyful giver. So it's fun to. I think the Greek word with hilarious. You know, it makes you so happy that you give, and
Right.
you know, so it's a nice thing to give back.
Well, it's a way of doing business that, you know, we're not intending to do anything as far as old way of traditional real estate. This is a very new way of doing real estate, and it's going to be amazing. And but we're going to have a lot of inquiry because it's nothing but a win-win for everybody.
Well, that's great. That's
For the brokerage and for the public.
Yeah, and I know I was in your office today, and a good friend of ours, mutual friend, Jimmy Dag, was giving me some very good advice and sharing some wisdom with me. And then, you know, I think that you've got a lot of our old family reunited over there at Keller Williams. Some of our roots from Century 21 days. And,
Yes, well, Keller Williams was recognized as a top franchise in the country, and their philosophy is a Christian base, and is all about taking care of client. Actually, what it does is broker has to think like an agent, and the agent has to think like a client. And once you can produce that kind of thought pattern, you're going to give what you're supposed to do. And it's a great franchise. Been there for about 2 years. You know, is We have like four owners, and it's been great. Everybody handled all departments, and we take care of the client basically.
Yeah, I know I'm specializing in Rhodes Ranch, and you have an office right up the street, so I think I'm going to go in and take a look at them because I know they have such ongoing continuing education. They have some of the very best and successful realtors in Las Vegas.
Right.
So they're all there for a reason. So, inquiring minds want to know, So
right.
JC, Melvin, you got a lot of
everybody, a lot of people. And as I said, is based on a win-win. Is that every agent is a partner in a company. Everybody gonna get the profit sharing, and is something that is not all about one or two person who own the company. Everybody are partners in the Keller Williams system.
Yeah, and they're nationwide. They're international, aren't they?
The international, it was recognized as the top real estate franchise in the country in the past 2 years.
Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah, I know our station's about to blow up and go international, so we might be in 50 countries. So
that's great.
You want to welcome the world, and
that's right.
Hello, we're here. Local here, and,
come to Vegas and call us.
Yeah, the weather's great. Food's cost of living's nothing, and
right.
taxes are low, and we don't get the hurricanes, the tidal waves, the freezing storms.
Just a little wind here and there.
A little bit of wind, but that keeps the air fresh, doesn't it?
That's right.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about you, Kevin. I know you have family in real estate too.
Yes. Well, yeah. When I came to Vegas, I was a single parent. I had my daughter and my son, and I got into real estate, and it's just been great. I mean, when I was an agent, I ranked 10 years in a row. I was the highest producer in the Southwest, which is Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Clark County, Texas all the way to El Paso, and California all the way to Barstow. And we did well. And I opened up my own Century 200 franchise at one time, and of course, my daughter helped me. And then later on, I got married again, and I got married in 1996, and I have 11 years old, 14, and 16 years old. So life has been great. Thankful to the Lord.
Yeah, I've spoken to your daughter. Very professional, beautiful girl. Excellent,
my older one.
Excellent agent. Yeah, your older.
Yes.
Yeah, God
She's
bless
a very
her.
good agent, and she does a very well job.
What her first name is?
Her name is Roshana.
Roshana, that's right. That's right. I spoke to her, and I said, I know your dad.
Yes.
So you got to be a great realtor because it runs in her DNA, doesn't it? I think it gets in your blood after a while.
She's been around real estate since she was like 7 years old, 8 years old. So.
Yeah. And my mom was in it for 30 years, and then, it kind of rubs off on you. I wanted to go to law school. I graduated from UNLV, had honors. I was trying to get into San Diego and went down to Laguna Beach and started real estate down there because it was hard getting construction jobs. And so real estate was good. We had 3 attorneys down there in my little office in Laguna Beach, and I was selling more than them. So I thought, well, I can do this. And again, it comes back to really wanting to help people. I think people can sense that. Even some people, I used to deal with elderly people that didn't really understand the terminology, of real estate, but they would look you in the eye, and they knew if you were a straight shooter. They just knew people. And so as long as you're honest and you really work hard, that's mostly people.
Well, these days people are much more educated about real estate. It's not like what it used to be that nobody had access to, find out about values and, we have so many websites that educate people, and today you have to look at people eye to eye and present what you have. And I love to deal with people that they're pretty astute and they know real estate. It makes our job much easier.
Oh, totally. The more educated they are, more experienced by far, they can appreciate our level of experience.
Right.
And,
exactly.
As first-time buyers, sometimes you just have to be more patient with them, really explain everything to them. And not all cases, but a lot of times it takes the fear out of the transaction. They want to know somebody's flying that plane and it's going to have a nice, gentle landing.
Right, exactly.
So, it's real estate has been fun, has been rewarding, and it's exciting to reunite with you and see you again, as always.
Yeah, it was very nice to see you.
One of the things that I've always appreciated about you is you've always, when the interest rates were high and people were having trouble selling their homes, maybe appraisals were coming in low. Remember the bank started torpedoing all the deals with low appraisals because they were
Right.
getting nervous that they
Right.
made bad loans. Owner financing and creative financing. Can you share a little bit about that?
You know, basically what's happening is, you know, the way our market is right now, especially that, you know, people sometimes they said, oh, you know, do I have a value right now that it is worth for me to sell it? Oh, I'm upside down. You know, sometimes in this market you have to give a right advice to the people, and there is ways that you can sell real estate for a value of 2 years or 3 years or 5 years from now. And you know, with the right buyer and the right situation, and of course, you know, Vegas is a transit city. A lot of people come and go. The jobs are not stabilized. So, you know, there is ways you can, you know, buy property. You know, if you have cash, you can buy a home. If you don't have any cash, but you have credit, you can buy a home. If you don't have any credit, but you have cash, you can buy the home. So, you know, everybody can get a home in Vegas.
Yeah, there's a way, and someone like yourself that's really creative and can match the right buyer with the right seller and
That's
make it a
correct.
win-win. I've had sellers that didn't want hardly anything down
Right.
because if they sold that property this year, they might be hammered for taxes. Their tax consequences. They were making
Right.
so much money, and of course that really plays into the hand of the buyer with very little cash down. They might put $5,000 or $10,000 down, maybe do a lease option or lease purchase, take over the payments of the seller.
Right.
Seller gets a good price, no loan fees, no appraisal contingencies. But the buyers are getting in, and a lot of our buyers that are viewing today have lost a home or had a short sale, bankruptcy,
Exactly.
and so they want to start getting back into the buyer's pool again. So when they contact someone like yourself or myself, we can coach them into how to get a home, at least get their foot in the door. Maybe they're going to rent with an
All they
option to
need,
buy.
yeah, I mean, with the laws has been changed, you know, 2 years, 3 years, you can get back to your normal conventional financing. Just a matter of developing a history of mortgage payment. And there's properties out there that, you know, investor own. They're willing to carry the papers. They wait for they're going to wait for their money. And it's a good opportunity for people that, you know, they cannot get a normal mortgage right now. There's ways they can own a home.
Yeah, they're coming back with a lot of programs I hear, and so that's going to make it easier for people to get.
And of course, you know, I don't do any transaction without title insurance, regardless of, you know, lease option, owner carry, whatnot. We definitely want a title insurance on the property.
Right. We always want to get that, and also it's always not a bad idea to, if the people have questions about taxes or something, to see a certified accountant or, you know, maybe a tax preparer.
They have to talk to a CPA.
Yeah,
Exactly.
book. You know, so we have to really know about that because we're not licensed to give advice on that, or nor are we attorneys.
Right.
So we usually know attorneys that have good reputations and good references that people can go to if they want to have a contract reviewed. And,
Well, in our office, we have an attorney and staff.
oh, that's good.
So anytime there's a legal question comes up, there's been many cases that we tried to do a short sale, bank wasn't cooperating. We seek our attorney, and our attorney, you know, made some moves with the bank, and they become very cooperative.
Yeah, I've
So-
been actually working with the Attorney General. They've been on our show, and we have some people that are getting a victim of dual tracking now. And, you know, we've had some shows where we talked about the Senate Bill 321 and the Homeowners Bill of Rights, and a lot of things that the banks aren't supposed to be doing. In some cases they are, or the investor, they're blaming it on the investor. So we do need sometimes to bring in an attorney, and had the pleasure of having an attorney on my staff in the past, and it is great to have that in-house.
Of course.
Get a
They
question
can give
asked
us the right advice.
right then and there.
That's right.
Real time, real help.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it's about, helping people. That's great. That's great. Where do you see the market in Vegas next, say, 5 years down the road? You see the price is going to be pretty stable, or?
Well, you know, what I'm seeing is I'm just hoping that we're not going to get into another bubble. And but it seems to me that the builder who building new homes, they're keeping the prices in a level that, you know, not jumping it. Financing is not as easy as what it used to be, and that's what created the jump. Only thing is that hopefully, you know, I don't know if you hear about Canada, and Chinese were trying to buy properties in Canada, and Canada refused to sell property to them.
Yeah.
And you know, hopefully they're coming down here, and they're not going to raise the market by just acquiring as much as property as possible. I think that's what's going to happen. That's going to bring the, you know, create a bubble for us.
Right.
So hopefully that you know, we can watch our market and basically not to create a situation that like last time happened.
Yeah, yeah. That's Steve Hawks was on the show last week, and he mentioned that a lot of the Canadians are, and a lot of the Chinese that are coming in, are buying there like they did in San Francisco and Vancouver. There's a lot of areas where they drove prices up so high.
Exactly.
And a lot of them are really looking at Las Vegas because what a place to own property. And we've got the international airport open now, and then the window to Las Vegas. It's just really.
Oh, we have direct flight from everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we're getting 40 million people or something coming through, and it's incredible.
Yes.
And of course, you mentioned it too, the production of movies, the diversification of the economy. It's not just gambling. We got mining, we have service industries, the best restaurants. What a great place to live. What a blessing to work in this community, isn't it?
It is. Vegas is great. They call it a Sin City, but I think it's a holy city.
I call it Grace City.
Grace City? That sounds good.
Yeah, Grace. Well, I didn't coin the phrase, but I think we're sin as much, so grace abound. And there's more it's funny because I tell people sometimes they don't realize Las Vegas has more churches per capita and synagogues per capita than anywhere in the world. And when I've shared that with people, they've said, well, and there needs to be.
Right, exactly.
And it's too. It's a balance.
And I think they're doing a good job.
Yeah, I do too.
I think we have a lot of decent people here in Vegas.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that because they just see Las Vegas, the strip, the glitter, the neon, and I always kid, my wife and I kid the viewers that what happens in Vegas doesn't happen to us. Because we like our peaceful life, we work hard. When we come home, we live in the suburbs up in Rhodes Ranch.
Vegas is great.
It's fabulous.
No question.
Got a golf course community right in my backyard. I can walk my dogs and lakes and views of the mountains. And it's so, the climate's so nice. 70 degrees in the winter. Winter.
Everybody should receive the blessing.
Yeah.
Vegas is awesome.
Yeah, it really is. And if people want to get in touch with you or find out more about your services or your team, in place at Keller Williams, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Well, the office number is 777-0002, and my direct line is 277-5537. And 24/7 real estate. You call us, we call you back within 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know Kevin, he answers his phone.
I always answer my phone.
Yeah, and this is all 702 area code.
That's correct. 702-277-5537.
Okay, great. And is email a good way to reach you?
My email is kglbbroker@me.com.
Okay, good. And right now you're expanding and moving over to Southeastern Avenue, right? So
we bought a new building, and our building is going to be ready in about 2-3 more weeks. And it's about 16,000 square foot. And we're excited.
Wow.
And we have a strip view.
Oh, wow. That's going to be great. Great.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting interested. I got a great situation where I'm at, but we're always looking to work together with excellent realtors and provide community service, and you really help people one family at a time. And I know you're a man of integrity, a top level professional, and it's guests like you that our viewers are blessed to have contact with. I want to make people aware who the experts in Southern Nevada really are.
Right.
And of course, you're one of them. And
well, I appreciate you asking me to come.
Oh yeah, pleasure. I hope to have you back on.
Thank you so much,
Kevin. God bless you.
You too.
And thanks for viewing with us today, folks. And we'll see you next Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. right here on Keene 17, right here in Henderson, Nevada. Thank you, and have a great week.